Hello, team. It is Tuesday, February 19th, and today is our lunch and learn. And I thought that today would be fun to take a look at new jewelry. So we can probably do that as part of several upcoming lunch and learns. But I know that in the beginning, it's great to see as much of it, especially as you can. So as you're making decisions what to order with your Rich Rewards and stuff, you can base it on things that you've actually seen. Now, I know that quite a few team members have already been doing shows since we've been back. I would love to hear what you are seeing as the most popular, either from what you showed or what people are picking out of the catalog. Does anyone want to throw one out there? Go ahead, Elizabeth.
Petals is big.
Okay, the petals necklace, which Joy Perry is wearing right now, if I'm not mistaken. She sent me a picture. First of all, she sends me a message. I need help. So I think she has a real emergency. I think she's been kidnapped. She's got a hostess man at her. And then she sends me 3 necklaces and wants to know which one to wear.
Because I sent that to a couple people and nobody was helping me. I was like, Michelle, help.
I was on the phone. I didn't see it till I hung up. But there's the petals. And when I saw that on someone after convention, I said, oh, man, I blew that. So I definitely want to get that one. Really, really good. What's the price point on that?
I think it's 56.
What?
Yeah, it's cheap. 56. Or it's less expensive than the others. We don't say cheap.
It's 64, same price as Queenie.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It reminds me a lot of the Ash Love.
Okay, which was also a similar price point. That was also 64 or 68 or something. Okay, I had no idea it was that inexpensive. That's awesome. So that means that that's a $32 half price item.
Mm-hmm.
That is very awesome. Okay, any others you want to throw in, Elizabeth, that you saw people?
The Bambi earrings and the set of 3 earrings. They're like oval hoops. People were amazed if you get all 3 for $42.
That, I feel like, is the killer, amazing purchase of the season.
Yeah, that's a good buy.
About the wheat earrings, is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, I wore those and I got a lot of compliments too.
Except, why are they not in my trays? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, I think those will be really good giveaways because, by the time you do half price, then you get your commission. They end up being like $5 or $6.
$7 each.
Yeah, and they're very popular. They're real good style. They're not just studs, So I'm breaking those up as a set and putting those on my business cards and see how they do. Haven't given any out yet, but
I actually had somebody fall in love with that Bay necklace or B necklace. I don't know, how are we saying that? The BEA necklace, the one that has the B on it. Do we say B?
I think B. I was planning on saying B.
I was calling it Bay, and then she's like, I want this B necklace. She actually bought it. And I was like, oh my God, she bought that thing. And
That's the one with $222, right?
Yeah, you can't get it for a $25 special. So I was like, dang. She loved it.
Nice.
She has a tattoo with a huge bee on her arm. She loves bees.
They said that bees are very hot now. There's all kinds of designers with bee stuff out right now.
She said it means something. Now I got to ask her again what it meant. But it means something. There's a hidden meaning behind it.
So she spent $111 on that?
Yeah, she did.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
well, and each one of those is different.
Oh,
One
they
of the
are?
stones is going to be different, and so like Rachel got one at convention, and hers has a lot more blues in it. It's black, but then it has some blues. And the one I got has just a tad bit of blue on it with the black. So I love that necklace. I think it's going to be
That's awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome. Now, one of the things that I noticed that was significant this weekend is that they didn't add anything that was $18. So all the new lowest price pieces are more like $30. So, for example, these are the new birdie earrings, which I think come in gold and silver, actually. These are $30. The new Tallulahs, those and the hoop earrings. So the hoot earrings, another one where you actually are getting both the gold and the silver, little studs. These are 30. The Tallulahs people love. These are 36. So I'm noticing that the sales of the shows are, the order ticket total is really high, because if they're taking 30 and 36 as their low, they're at 66 before we even do any half price items. So they add one or two, even if they only add one or two half price items, they're well over 100. Now they add the $25 bonus item, and the order totals are like almost $200 an order. So on Saturday, I did a $1,400 show with 10 orders, and I did a $1,000 show with 7 orders. That was on Sunday and on Saturday. The Sunday show was the one in Massachusetts. So that was 1,000 with 7 orders. And it's because they all spent well over 90. So when you are, when so many of these lower price pieces are more like in the 30s, it makes a big difference on the order. Okay, so I'm going to take you through some highlights of new pieces that I have gotten, so that as you're choosing your Rich Rewards, you can see what will put a nice assortment. So this is the new Emerson necklace. So this is, it's a matte silver, and then the little ballies are gold. And it's a great everyday with the Tallulah. It's the same type of coloring, the similar style, and guess what? I think the earrings are 36, and the necklace is, I want to say, is 32 or 34. So they can do this entire set as their low-priced items, if that is what they want to do, and then still go on to get other things. So I always love when we have a sleeper low-priced necklace, especially because sometimes people don't want earrings, they don't need earrings, they have enough. They feel like they're getting such a great deal when they get a low-priced necklace.
The Tallulah are 34, and the Emerson is 32.
Oh, so this is mismarked then. I have this wrong. I have Tallulah written as 36. It's 34. Thank you. Okay, cool. These were a big hit at my show on Sunday. The cha-cha earrings. There was a guest that came in wearing like a pink peasant top, and she modeled these, and they looked amazing. These are the ones that do not detach. Okay, so these are one piece only. These are soft pink, and they're really light. This part is gold, but
Michelle, those do come off. I took mine apart.
the pink ones?
Yeah, take it off the thing. They come
Oh
off
my
in the
God,
back.
I'm so full of wrong information on this call.
They're just like the Avalons.
I know the gray ones do.
Yeah, they're just like the Avalon, like the way they like loop up in the
Oh,
back.
it loops all the way up.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so now you have really cute button earrings that
Those
look a
remind me
lot
of the
like
knot.
love nuts.
Yeah, they look like the naughties.
Right? They look like the knot earrings.
They look like, right, they look like the knot
No,
earrings
you
that
know
we
what they
had
look like?
before
They
the
look like-
knotties.
They look like the intertwine.
Intertwined, that's what they look like, yes. Now, would you describe these as gold or rose gold?
Rose gold.
Yeah, I feel like it's the kind of rose gold that's kind of gold, or the kind of gold that's rosy. So it's definitely a close call. But this is what the back looks like, which is why I didn't realize that they were removable. I never took
Oh,
them
they're
off.
just like the Avalons.
Okay.
You know what it is? I don't have the Avalons, so I didn't know that.
Oh, those, so you need to get those. Those are big sellers.
So
I
you
would say
just
the
put
one
these
girl
on.
over this weekend loved the fact that a lot of our earrings did this now with the 2 ways to wear them.
Well, clearly I better get on board. All right, so thank you, Tiffany.
You're
These
welcome.
are normally $64, so these are going to be a great $32 half price item, super light, and really great that they come apart. That's awesome.
Somebody, they even kind of match the petals necklace. When you put them up to the petals necklace, they kind of take away some of the, I know they're both statement pieces, but they kind of look good together.
Okay, great. Now these I knew come apart because it's a little more obvious. These are the Havanas. These are 58. The tassels on these are thinner than these. Like it's a different material. Just to show you side by side. But the reason you would know that these came apart more obviously is that this is almost like a necklace back that's holding it on here.
Oh, yeah.
So you take that off of there like that, and then they'll look like this. These have the felt backing that seems to be becoming popular with our pieces. That's what's on the back of those ones that look like turtles, and the back, what was on the back of the Moroccos, you know, makes them feel soft, and they're certainly very light. So did you notice like the centerfold of the catalog is really all of this style of earrings? Did you open up a catalog and spot that? I feel like that's so cool looking, that all the big statement earrings are the centerfold of the catalog. This is the Pixels necklace. This is really, really light. So if someone wants something they like dainty, but not too dainty, and they do want a little more visual interest, this is what the Pixel looks like. This is a pretty short necklace once it's on though, by the way. So if you have a guest that has an obviously larger neck, this may not fit well. So just be aware of that as you're putting this.
But it looks like everything was changed in SAP Pi here when she showed it.
Yeah, I know.
So where does he see it differently?
He's saying that that's not his county.
Well, Lehigh.
So that is the Pixels. Okay, so in my silver tray, and this is what I kind of made my silver tray is looking like right now. So in here, I actually am bringing a little white neck that has the sprinkles necklace, and then I balance this on top so that the sprinkles necklace and the earrings are displayed together. Now, I can't say it's gotten a lot of attention. Did anybody find that these are popular yet?
I've just had people telling me they're pretty.
But they didn't purchase
because
yet?
they're so dainty. And they're actually a very high price point for them to be so dainty.
Yeah, these are 88 regular, so a half price item. These are 44.
And I'll warn you about the neck.
I mean, you get 2 sets of earrings, but 88, that's a little.
And I already broke the necklace, so it's very dainty.
Oh, geez. Okay.
People are warned. When you try to take it off, it can break easily.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Good to know.
One time.
Now, this is the sailor necklace. So this is a Kendra Scott type piece. So it's the blues, and then it's got the surrounded crystals. Very light.
That's mine.
Shorter necklace. Oh, so these are unique as well then.
Yeah.
Because Tiffany's is definitely different than mine. This is also, I think, a nice moderate price point. Something to be aware. One thing that I do find a little annoying about our website is that you have to spell things right to find it. So when you are if you're showing this on Facebook parties and you say this is the sailor necklace, you're going to have to tell them how to spell it because it's not spelled like the word sailor, S-A-I-L-O-R. They spelled it like a funky new girl's name, S-A-Y-L-O-R. So if you show this on any kind of Facebook Live, you're going to have to tell them how to spell it. Otherwise, they're going to put in the word sailor, and they're not going to find it. So I kind of wanted to bring that to Park Lane's attention, that either they have to be more traditional in their spellings, or they have to have a greater room for error in the search, online. The moon, what is this called? No, I had the name of this in my head before I started this live, and now I don't remember. Wonderland. This is really light. Now, look, this is what it looks like up close. Super sparkly. It is blue, dark blue with gold. There was a guest that wore like a color block poncho on Sunday, and I put this on her, and everybody at the end of the party, I never really talked about her because, you know, there's only so many pieces you can talk about during the demo. At the end of the day, she was one of the last to leave. She takes it off and puts it on the table, and all the guests that were left were like, "That's Park Lane?" And she was like, "Yeah, Michelle put it on me in the beginning." They said, "Oh my God, I thought you came in wearing that. It matched so perfect." So that was an error on my part. But anyway, it's nice and light. They liked it. And while this is not new, I wanted to point out that I hope that you now noticed that this is now a thank you award.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So guests can get this $184 necklace for $22, and they put the Tilly in. So after a whole season of they can't take it as a bonus item, now they can take it as a thank you award. So while the price went from 19 to 22, they greatly increased the value of what some of them are. So that was a great new thing. All right, if you did not see the L in person.
Oh, that's another big one.
Yeah.
This was a hit yesterday, Elizabeth?
Yes, a lot of people like that.
Good. So rose gold, and then you have all the darker crystals. Lay's really nice. If you were at convention, you probably saw people wearing this because it was they distributed it at convention from RRC.
And it's great because it has that 3-inch extender on it, so you can wear it high or low.
Yes, a really, really nice range of how to wear it. The genie earrings, every single time someone picks these up, they make a visible face about being how shocked of how light they are. So if you want to sell these, you're going to have to pass them around because when they are laying in the tray, they look like they weigh 4,000 pounds. And then people pick them up and they go, "Oh." So I had several guests purchase these on Saturday, people that were statement earring fans, obviously. But these are so light, it's crazy. They're really similar in weight to the Moroccos. So if you had the Morocco, you know how light these are. They're actually a little lighter than the Moroccos, I think. So that's the genies. These are a $30 half price item. So I think that's a good price point for something as sparkly as that. And it's always smart to get the cover piece. So this is the olive, and this is going to be probably one of the most taken bonus items throughout, I think, this entire season. Would you agree that a lot of people are going to take this as their bonus item? It's $180-something. Now, question. I saw it posted that this is 3 genuine materials. Tiger Eye, which I believe are the blue ones. Wood, which of course are the brown ones. And then it said the word Amazon, but ite. So it was like Amazonite. Yeah. How do you pronounce that? Is anyone familiar with that? Amazonite? Amazonite? Do we know what this word is?
I haven't Googled it. I wondered it too.
Is it Amazite?
That's what I thought. Is that the right word?
No, but it has the N in it for Amazon. Like,
right.
Yeah.
It did, but was that a mistake? That was a Scott post, so we can't be sure, honestly.
I don't know. Maybe we have to Google it and see what.
I've heard of Amazite before, but I could be wrong. You know, there might be something else.
Okay, wait, I just Googled it. Okay, Amazonite. Hold on. Ooh, where'd it go? Amazonite, also known as Amazon stone, is a green tectosilicate mineral, a variety of the potassium feldspar called microclean. And then it shows a photo of it. Okay, Amazonite is from Brazil, and it's the bluish green. Okay, so actually, according to this photo, these bigger ones are the Amazonite. This one.
Oh.
So that is a thing. Okay. We all learned something on this Lunch and Learn. So I just wish, how do you pronounce that? Amazonite? I'll have to look it up. I'll have to look up in the dictionary.
Ask Alexa.
That's a good idea. All right. So anyway, do get this because people are always attracted to what's on the cover. All right. Now I just want to take you quick through a couple of bracelets that were really popular. Number one, you must get this jewel bracelet in every color we have it. This is the new hot, everyone's getting it. And I think as a half price item, it's $34 because I think its regular price is $72. So I posted this, but just to tell you how the story went down. So my show on Saturday was in a restaurant. The waitress came by twice and said, there's a bracelet I really want to get. I said, okay, no problem. Come back when you're ready because I don't want her to get in trouble while she's trying to work. Then I see her about to leave and I'm like, wait, didn't you want a bracelet? So she comes over. She's like, I didn't want to bother you. She whips through to look for the silver one and she said, I had the real one from my dad and I lost it and I'm afraid to tell him. So I need to buy this one. It's exactly the same. Look, I even have the ring. And she was wearing the ring. So apparently Cartier makes a ring of this as well. So she bought it so that she doesn't get in trouble. It opens the same as the crest.
Yeah, he's in there. I don't know what he's doing. You can knock on the door.
Oh my God, Elizabeth. You keep forgetting you're not on mute. So you push down and then you pull open just like the crest. And by the way,
I'm good. I'm back. Relax. I don't know if
the crest in gold is sold out. It's gone this weekend. I still wore it to my show on Saturday and someone bought it. No, Sunday.
Yeah, I do. I want to talk to you about that. But
I'm sorry, what did you say was sold out?
The crest in gold. So the only color that crest is still available is the hematite. So unless that's what you're showing, I would stop showing it now. I wore it to my show on Sunday thinking I could still get away with it because it looked really good with this. And they're like, those are both Cartier. There was like knowledgeable people. So they bought both. But then the one girl, when she went, when it was a launch and when she went to put in her order, she said, the crest and the gold isn't coming up. I was like, oh, push the envelope a little too far. So crest is no more, but jewel is where it's at. So go ahead and get this one for sure. People were absolutely loving it. It looks great with the lifestyle. And, that's going to be a big, big one this season, I think. And of course, this one, I think this is Talon. What is this? Something with a T?
Yeah, Talon.
Talon? Okay. Isn't that the name of like the sharp thing on the end of a eagle? It is. That's the word of like eagle's claws. I don't know that is necessarily the image I want when I put a bracelet on, but okay. So this is the Talon. And also would look really nice with this particular arm party. Actually, I think I will wear that today. You can squeeze it. You can make it bigger. It's not as painful to put on as the Peace and Hope bracelets. Because does anyone find that this bracelet like beats you up when you put it on? Dude, I like felt like I was in a fight. I was in a boxing match putting this on. So I never ever wear this. But
when we saw Teresa pull that thing apart in Vegas, I went home and did the same thing and pulled the snot out of that thing, and I freaking love it now, and it fits so well. So pull it.
Oh, you know what? I just did.
Like this, and then squeeze it.
Oh.
Because I wear the Hope one every day.
Okay, actually, that is a really good tip. And now it doesn't hurt either. Because almost seriously at a show, I had just gotten it, and I'm like, yeah, this one hooks on. I almost started crying. I had to like turn my head because it made my eyes tear how much it hurt.
Yep, same.
Okay, fun fact. Thank you for bringing that up. Now we know. We don't have to get beaten up. Okay. So I just added, a bunch of these new bracelets to the bracelet pillows, and they all look so nice. Oh, I think the top of all of these new bracelets, though, the top one that I really did sell a lot of, and it got tons of attention, is this Vibes bracelet. I put it on the same one as the other pull tabs. Now, the thing with this one, though, is that if someone has a large wrist, they may have a little trouble because this is a set size. You know, if the arch of their wrist is wider than this bracelet's not going to work. But other than that, you know, you put it on, you push it up, same like all the others. And because it's mixed metal, and this bracelet's only $44, so I had tons of people taking this for $22. So if you didn't put this one in your kit, I'm going to really recommend that you get this one. Did you see the new Impressions bracelet? Because it's not the same color as the Northern Lights signature bracelet. This one is much more purpley. So this is purple and green, whereas the one from the signature is more green. This one has more purple to it, but this is gorgeous, right? It changes so much as you move it, and it's set in hematite. So this is what it looks like aside the black.
Wow.
Okay. And then,
can I say a fun fact about the impressions? I was talking to Vanessa last week. She says we can now take the Tanzanite as a $25 item.
Great. So
Yeah.
we're not restricted anymore with the Tilly or the Tanzanite.
She said I could, because I had received credit slips, and she said I could send them back to her to get them and just send them to her attention, and she was going to fill it. There was like some miscommunication between home office and the warehouse, she said.
Yes, because Sylvia had that happen, and I was able to get that corrected. So good. That's awesome. Now we won't have that problem anymore regardless. Awesome. Okay. So after having this Gigabyte necklace for 2 years, we now have a bracelet. So if you took the Gigabyte out of your kit for any reason and you're going to put this in, then I would say go ahead and put the necklace back in, which I have to do. I don't have a Gigabyte and haven't in a long time. But the bracelet is definitely on the edgy side. It's lots of strands. Let me see. I'll show you how it fits. And it's got a pretty big toggle. Look at the size of this bad boy, which actually makes it easy for putting on. Oh, it doesn't look so easy the way I'm doing it? Okay. So when you bring it around, you'll have this much room to do it. And see, now I have to give away my tip is that I usually lick my wrist to make it stick. Belinda thought that was horrible. So anyway, I didn't have to lick. But that's how many strands it is. Are you horrified, or do you also lick your wrist?
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I've never heard that trick. What?
I never have either. I'm gonna try it.
I mean, not at a show, but at home. But this is definitely a cool, edgy bracelet. It's got lots of strands. It really does look like a Gigabyte necklace doubled up. Tripled up, maybe even. So, okay. Was there anything, because Teresa actually is going to do the hostess only in a separate training day. Was there any other pieces that you thought that you are finding are awesome that you would like to bring to our attention right now?
I do want to tell you something. When you showed that Gigabyte, it reminds me of the Sia necklace.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, that would be a good one to do a search and then contact people who have the Sia and see if they want to have a bracelet that matches.
Yes, it has those tricolor.
All right, so with our remaining couple minutes here, Sparkle Boxes, how's it going? What are you finding? And how can we get more people continuing to sign up? Because the people that are signing up are super excited. So let's talk about that for a bit.
My issue is people don't want to commit to the price every month.
Okay, so a couple of things. Number one, I
Which
still
is
find
weird because they order anyway, but they're picking what they're getting versus just getting surprised.
Well, you know, I'm always a fan of overcoming an objection before they come up with it. So one of the things that I think is great to say as you're talking about it is putting it in front of them that instead of you trying to figure out how to freshen up your jewelry wardrobe each month, Park Lane is going to do that for you. They know what's coming up in style. They know what is going to be the hot new thing. We're setting you up with it without even thinking, so that each month you're getting to freshen up your jewelry wardrobe. And instead of wearing the same necklace with the same blouse each time, you're going to be able to have a new piece that you can try out. Instead of always wearing the same earrings, you're going to have a new piece that you can bust out. And that's what generates you compliments, right? Don't you find that when you wear a different piece of jewelry than you normally wear, people compliment you on it? That's why I encourage at my shows the framing, and I make that joke all the time. Listen, if you've worn the same cross every day since 1998, no one's paying you a compliment. They saw it every time for 20 years, enough already. Frame it with something new so that generates the compliment, but then they re-notice your special piece, and that's the part that's so special to you. So that's what we want to help you get to. We want to freshen you up so that you're walking in with a brand new piece of jewelry that no one else has, and it's going to get you compliments all day long. And isn't that going to be the greatest day, that all day people are going to tell you how great you look? When they hear all of that up front, then they're less likely to come up with that objection on their own, because they've already heard 10 reasons why it's good not to pick. Now, it's funny because if it was $50 a month, I could definitely understand that objection more. $24, people spend that on an accidental stop in at Target. People will accidentally spend that, honestly, on my drive home. I'm embarrassed to say that I was starving, and I'm like, I have not seen anywhere else to stop, and I stopped at McDonald's. Do you know that it was almost $20 what I got at McDonald's? What? First of all, what in the Sam hell did I eat that was $20? I'm sure it was that many, add 2 more zeros and a comma, and that's how many calories it was. But how is that possible that McDonald's cost me $20? I can't wear it again. I'm not getting any compliments on it. And the only part that is the same is that it's probably going to stay with me for the next year. So other than that, nothing is the same. Whereas this would have been a piece of jewelry that they could give as a gift if they don't like it, that they can put aside when the church needs donations for the Chinese auction. You do that. When you unexpectedly were invited to someone's house for dinner and you know she's a jewelry lover, instead of bringing a bottle of wine that's going to cost you $30, $40, bring her the piece of jewelry. She'll appreciate that as well. If we share lots of ways that they can use pieces they don't care for, I think that's helpful also.
The other thing too that I'm saying is this is not a lifetime commitment. Like, try it out, see if you like it. Like, if you love the pieces, or if you find that it's great for gift giving, then great. If you feel like that, this is atrocious and you hate it, then it's all right. You can cancel. It's not, it's not a lifetime commitment. But we know that once they are in, they are gonna love it. And that's the great thing about these subscription boxes, is that people often don't cancel them. So just continue to bring up the fact that, just try it out. Just try it. Try it on for size.
Yeah, I think that's a great, great point. It's not a gym membership that locks you in for a year plus or any of that. So if you get 3 bombs in a row, all right, cancel.
Is anybody having trouble with I was wondering if anybody else is having trouble seeing it in their downline, because I've had 2 girls on my team buy them to be like the founding members, and it's not showing up in the dashboard under my downline. Is anybody else having that trouble, or did they know that people have ordered and you're not seeing it?
We have one, Jeanette had one that's not showing up, and she had to call home office to get them switched over, and it's still not showing up.
Okay. Right,
Email again.
I'll call them.
As for Jana, I would email Jana.
Jana? Okay.
Let me give you the right email address. And anytime that you are emailing them with an issue, please CC me on it so that they know that I am watching for the solution. I just find that helps get an answer faster. Teresa did that over the weekend with an issue she's been having for a while, and magically it got handled. So I don't know. It just seems to work if they know. Like, I never just send an email to one set of eyeballs, is what I'm saying. I make sure that somebody else is in the subject, is in the recipients, or in the in the CC or something. So please make sure you CC me on that.
When are these supposed to start shipping?
I thought that they're shipping them as they order them.
Well, I thought so too, but I sent 2 as gifts as a surprise last week, and I still hadn't heard. And I know these people would have. One's my mom and one's my niece, and neither one of them have said anything. So I was just wondering if anyone else's clients have gotten.
I thought they said at convention they weren't shipping them until March 1st. Like we were the only ones that were going to be able to get them if you were at convention. And we bought them while we were there. That's what I thought I heard them say. I could be wrong.
Has anyone who wasn't at convention got theirs? Like Brenda, I know you ordered one. Did you get yours yet? Brenda Nair?
I just texted Patty to see what might be the answer to that question.
Okay.
Jana's email, because I just emailed her today. It's just Jana, Jana, at parklanejewelry.com. So yes, make sure that, okay, I think I might have showed, did I show you on the screen share how to look up who your personal customers are on the Sparkle Box? Everybody knows how to find that? That's a yes?
Yes.
Okay. Because definitely check back and be checking in with your customers, like tell them, everybody in the beginning especially, tell me when you ordered yours so I can make sure that I can send you a gift. I'm going to order some extra earrings and then send out thanks. Maybe I'll use those wheat earrings and send them out when people, that's what I'm going to use them for. Yep, that's the ones. Because I want to send something new, but I don't want it to cost me a fortune. You get 3 of them as a half price item for $21. So $7 a pair. Score. All right. So when I told them that they would get a gift by letting me know they ordered it, I got a few more people to tell me. So I made sure that I didn't miss out, anybody, because I was.
Hello. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
I came back and you weren't here.
Oh, okay. What's up?
I filled this out and I just don't know.
Dude. How does Elizabeth not know when she's muted and not muted? I think she mutes herself, like she mutes the call, but forgets that that's not muting her. Okay, so I actually started doing some more. I was doing some follow-ups last night. In the notes in my phone now, I have 3 sets of messages. One is the, hey, Paula, just checking in on your jewelry that you got at Susan's party, making sure that you love it and you're getting lots of compliments. That's one of them. Then the next note is when they answer and say, I love it, or I need to do this, or whatever, and taking care of it. The next one is, did you know that because of your order, Susan received about $500 worth of jewelry? I would love to do the same for you. The new catalog is out, blah, blah, blah. Then I made a third one that is a reach out about the Sparkle Box. So that way, if they're saying, no, I don't need anything, I don't want to have a show or anything, then I can say, hey, did you know that we have a new subscription? Wanted to share it with you, blah, blah, blah. So that I'm set for all of my customer follow-up. So if that's not something that you have stored somewhere to make it easy, that's, again, a way to make it easy for you to work while you're out and about. So last night I printed out about 5 shows worth of PDFs from earlier in January and December. And I printed them out. That way their orders in front of me, their cell phones in front of me, and then I work on texting those. So if you haven't seen those in a while, I'll do a new post in Shine On with each of those 3 so that you can copy and paste it and keep it in the notes. I keep them as 3 separate messages. That way I copy and paste the first one to as many people. Then if someone answers, I go back, continue the normal conversation, and then I can copy and paste the second one. And then I continue and move on to other people. It's just a way to make it, you want to make doing your customer care as easy as possible. And the more of it that's at your fingertips, the better off you'll be. Any other thoughts or questions today?
Sorry I came in until now.
That's quite all right. You look sassy. What do you have, fur coat on?
I wish, no. It's just my coat, regular coat.
Oh, it looks so beautiful.
I had not a personal appointment, but I was handing out jewelry and trying to get people to sign up for the Sparkle Box and all that stuff. And now I got another meeting right now because that's a personal appointment.
Beautiful. And you know what? Belinda brings up a great point. Remember that this is the time of year that if they say no to having the show, always ask, would it be okay if I stop by one day next week? I would love to show you the new line. You will get the most personal appointments in the next 3 weeks than you will again until the new catalog comes out. So please capitalize on reaching out to all of your good customers and past hostesses because this is personal appointment season because of all the new stuff. And then you could stumble in where Belinda to her hostess last night, so the girl she was doing the personal appointment with, she had mentioned, if you want, get a couple of girls and have them there. And then look what happened. She did $1,000 show last night because 6 girls were there when she got there for a personal appointment. That's amazing.
The funny part is that Elizabeth said, tell her to get a few girls there. And Michelle, you already know I don't listen. So I didn't listen to her. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. And the lady messaged me that morning and said, I'm going to see if I can get some girls to come. And I'm like, what? Okay. So I left it alone. And then I said, well, only a lady is, it sounded almost like only one lady was coming to pick up a bracelet that I owed her. And I said, okay. I said, well, is anybody else coming or is just you and her? And she said, oh, no, I have this one and I have that one. And she started naming people. And I'm like, okay. So I fixed my kit as if I was doing a show, but I wasn't thinking it was a show. And I walked in. She had a table set for me. She had food. I'm like, oh, my God, this is a show.
It's a straight-up party.
And I wasn't going to bring my tablecloth or anything because it was, sitting me and her. And I said, no, let me put it in there. I'm so glad I did. And I only had 4 Spanish catalogs, and they were cracking up because they were writing, like, instead of, how they put the name of the jewelry in the necklace, but then it's in Spanish. So everything they wrote was in Spanish. They thought it was the name of the item. What? No.
So they were writing bracelet?
They were writing collar for, like, necklace. They were writing whatever collar, and I'm like, okay, that's not part of the... I was dying. I'm like, listen, I only have Spanish. They're like, we don't care. We only look at the pictures anyways. I'm like, okay. So.
Totally true. The picture and the number. That's all they need.
Exactly. Just look at the picture and the price. That's all that matters. But they were writing, because in Spanish it says necklace right next to a bracelet or whatever. And they were writing, anillo for the ring. And I'm like, oh my God, they cracked me up. They thought it was part of the name.
That is awesome.
So, yeah. It worked out, so I'm excited.
You could show up with no stuff, different language, thinking you're doing a personal appointment and do $1,000 show. That's the moral.
That was something else.
I love it.
Thank goodness.
I absolutely love it. 2,000 trip points right there.
Yay!
Awesome.
That's the goal.
Yeah, I love, if for those of you that did not join in on the call from the kickoff to the trip, Jennifer Bond led an amazing call on Wednesday night. The recording is posted. If you are wanting to be on track for the trip, make sure you listen to that call and we get you added to the Meet Me in St. Martin group, because there's been a couple of great trainings that have gone on inside that group also. Shannon Pelosa did a live the other day. Kim Osterreich is going to be doing some posts this week. And it's just going to be a great resource for getting everybody who wants to go to St. Martin. I'm going to be counting up how many of you said that you want to be on track for the trip, because I want to make a team tracker so that I know that I know exactly who's going for it, and we can just link arms and run across that finish line. I have 20 in my head, but I'm going to count up and see if it's really 15, if it's really 25, but I feel that 20 of us should be at that poolside bar. So I'm going to get back with that after I count that up. But if you have not commented on that thread, or if you have not taken any action yet as far as earning the trip, getting in that group, please make sure that you jump on that, shoot me a message, get somebody to tag in the call so that you can get on track. Tonight we have 2 things going on. Tonight, remember, is the welcome call for new team members. I am actually going into the city right after this call. So Bev Austin is doing the welcome call tonight. She has the script. It'll be exactly the same. So that call will take place as per usual, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. And then the Mercedes call tonight is being led by Belinda. And Belinda is going to talk about using sets to drive sales, because you need volume in order to get branches promoted, in order to get yourself promoted.
Tiffany, she didn't say sex. She said sets to drive sales.
Did it sound like I said sex?
Yes, I thought you did. I'm like, wait a minute, what did she just say?
Yes, S-E-T-S, jewelry sets. Julie sets to drive
Tiffany
sales. Because
I needed to laugh today. Thank you. That was good.
Yeah, it will really help drive your sales. So, and that's how you get people promoted and all of that. So that's what Belinda is going to share tonight on the Mercedes call. So hope you'll take advantage of whatever it is that's helping you in your business, and looking forward to lots of success this season. And I will see you again next Tuesday. Have a great day.